Here are your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
All right, welcome back to the second half of the show. I'm sorry we did not have fireworks during the halftime break for our 4th of July special. I wish we could. Eventually, maybe we'll get Furman to throw it up at least online. If you go to donandgino.com, that's DONANDGINO.com, you can actually watch us live right here, our new Vault Media Studios, our custom-built studio just for you. You can check out who our guests are. Check out, we're very well decorated for the 4th of July holiday. Got our flag up. We are ready for you, and you should be ready for us because today we've had great guests. We just had Chris Ingram on with Infinity Wealth Management, sharing with you what you need to know about just simple stuff like 401ks and IRAs that you would think everyone would know about, right, Gino?
Well, the nice thing is, Don, even though I had a good concept of how those two products work, is it was a good refresher course. If nothing else, it was a good refresher course in how each of them work, and kind of reminded me that maybe I should at least go back and take a look at it.
Well, I bet you a lot of you didn't know that you can use, if you had a Roth IRA, that you can use it towards your kid's college fund, or you can use it to purchase a home and so forth. There's little idiosyncrasies that you need professionals to guide you on, otherwise you lose opportunities.
You know, and it was also a reminder that everyone can benefit from meeting with Chris Ingram. It's not financial planning. People tend to think it's for the rich. And yeah, the rich have financial planners, but they
didn't get rich by accident.
They sure didn't. They had a financial plan in place usually. Yep. But it just reminded me, it's time to look at your stuff, look at it with a professional, make sure it's in the right places, make sure you're taking advantage of matching. It was just a really good refresher course on some basic financial planning.
That's right. So we've put together this wonderful group that we were telling you about called America's Professional Resource Group, which is a group of the very best professionals. It's not a networking group. Most networking groups are all about sending each other business. This group is put together to provide a resource to you in avenues that will affect your life, whether financially or personally. So check it out at aprgi.com. aprgi.com. You'll learn a lot more about it. You can like our Facebook page and get great information, but you can also subscribe to our new magazine we started.
Yeah, and the magazine is called The Vault, and it's a fantastic magazine, Don, and congrats on you guys putting it together.
Only 2.5 years.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have some involvement in it, but I'm really busy helping our clients here at Cherry Creek Mortgage, and so I got to see the finished product, and I was very excited to see the great information that's in there, everybody's articles, a little personal background on every one of the contributors.
You get to know us, heaven forbid. Getting to know the people that can affect your life.
Yeah, and most importantly, even some entertainment or lifestyle things that was kind of fun. I know there's a Chilean sea bass recipe in there provided by Salt Creek.
How about that?
And I'll be definitely trying that.
Greg Amser and the chef giving that up.
Yeah, so I'll definitely be trying that out this summer for sure.
No doubt. Okay, part of that, today's show is great. We're going to give you your credit tip of the week, and then also we have one of our good friends and one of our favorite guests coming on to give you an idea of what the heck's going on here in the SCV lately. Mr. Bob Keller, our councilman, 2-time mayor. He'll be on. He's always fun. 3-time mayor. Oh, you got to update your website. I think it shows 2, but I thought it was 3. Good call. Bob's here correcting me.
As he should.
Mayor. As he should. I thought it was 3, so thank you for that. We're going to start off with our credit tip of the week, brought to you by APRG, America's Professional Resource Group, has a credit expert in George Hartman with Prime National Credit, helping give you credit tips on a regular basis, because everybody has credit or wants better credit, and that's where George comes in play. Welcome aboard.
Thanks. Good to be here again.
Yeah, you'll like it, George, because he's very confident about what he does and giving tips, and he's got, I don't know how many. We had you come in here and just do videos on tips, and you're like, do we have to stop at 10?
Well, they keep coming up, more and more of them, just through the experience of, taking care of each client that comes through. You learn something new and, some extra things that are really important to be able to make sure that people are checking and doing, while we go through the process.
You mentioned something really important there, George, is that credit is, we've talked about, it's like the deep black box, right? There's no 100% bulletproof answer to how it's modeled. And so it is a constant learning, and it's actually remodeled every few months is what I understand. So it's a dynamic...
Like understanding women.
Wow. This is Gino Franti show. So congrats to you and your company for trying to debunk that on a regular basis and giving us tips that are beneficial for us.
You know, it's constant. It's like when you hear the word algorithm.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I looked it up just to really get the definition of it, because there's a different algorithm for everything that you're applying for. And, you know, we talk about the black hole because, you know, why is one score higher than the other one? And, you know, once I repair my credit, how can I actually build my credit? And so those are a lot of things that we work with, even though we focus mainly on credit repair. And that's what I like to focus on. So we're focused on one thing and one thing only, and getting it done in an efficient manner.
All right.
I know we've had some success here with some of our clients at Cherry Creek Mortgage that have worked with your company. It's been very, very helpful in helping them achieve their real estate dreams. So why don't you go ahead and jump in and give us our tip of the week here?
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about this when I got your email this morning, and the tip of the week came to mind right away, even though I got hundreds of them. Is especially in real estate, if you're looking for a home, everybody does it backwards. You know, they decide they want to buy a home, they go look for a home, then they find you guys to look for a loan, and then what do? We run their credit, and they might run into a snag. You know, so my tip of the week is everybody needs to check their credit. You know, we do it for free. You know, give us a call. We'll check your credit before you even apply for your loan. We'll see if there's any dings on there, anything that you need to, be prepared to look at, and give you a free analysis on what it would take to clean it up. Because, you know, Gino, we went over the numbers last time I was in on what it would save somebody just if they got an extra eighth or quarter, or even like Dan's client that was going to be here today, and we're going to try to get that done.
Yeah, it's a testimonial.
Tony was very excited about coming in, but he had a home inspection today from his new home. And but we went from not being able to get a loan in, 45 days.
Right.
He's done.
He's getting into a home of his dreams, and thanks to Prime National Credit and your guidance, gave him that opportunity, and it's teamwork that helps people. Instead of just saying no, sorry, you gave them guidance, and then that's really what you guys are great at, is actually giving guidance. It's a pleasure working with you guys there, George.
Well, I'm glad. I mean, I'm really confident in what we do, but like you said, there's no real method to the madness, is what I like to call it. So when somebody has, a bankruptcy or foreclosure, tax liens, things like that, those are tough. There's no doubt. And all we can really give somebody is a percentage of what our 15-year history is of getting those things taken care of. We hope for that client.
You share basically results is what you're sharing. Because I know, just in full disclosure, Cherry Creek Mortgage and the Don and Gino are not affiliated in any way with Prime National Credit. It's part of the APRG group, because everybody, again, wants better credit, and that's a valuable resource to people. Just letting them know that if they keep their credit cards below 30%, it helps their score. Not tapping out a credit card. All these little tips that you give, George, are invaluable to helping people, because it affects everything. Like your story about, improving your credit changed all the difference of your car payment by like $100 a month or something like that.
Yeah, it was over $100 a month by waiting 40 days. I could have got the car, but the interest rate would have been at an outrageous rate. And I waited 40 days, walked in, got my keys, and, driving a nice new car.
Woohoo! All right, how can they get a hold of you, sir?
The best way is go to my little website. It's creditrepairin30.com. And there's a 4-minute video on there that really explains who and what we are. And that'll answer 90% of your questions. And give me a call at 805-432-6772. And we'll analyze that report for you, run a free report, and make sure you're in the right space to be able to do what you want to do, whether that's a home or a car, or anything that you're looking to finance.
Excellent. Well, thank you, George Hartman with Prime National Credit Repair. Thanks for joining us with a credit tip of the week.
You bet.
Very cool. All right, stay tuned, because we have a really fun part of our show coming up. Bob Keller's going to join us, and he's going to share with us what's going on in Santa Clarita today. Plus, he owns this thing called a real estate company, so he knows a little bit about what's going on in the real estate industry. So we'll have some fun with that when we come back to the Don and Gino Real Estate Finance Show on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHUS.